every chair you can find in the school. Let me apologize over here. You might see us a little bit backstage, but if you can handle it, I guess we can too. And thank you all for coming. Like, I have returned stars tonight, and I've been racking my brain to try to remember that probably, 20 years ago, 40 pounds ago, I was right here directing this very same play, and I kind of made a list. You guys help me fill in the blanks. So I had Doug Meyer, Jamin Frostinson, I believe Bert Cron, Chrissy, and Brianna, and Jake Miller. Who was the other boy? I can't remember. Jeff. There it is. And Elizabeth, is she here? I've got two of her kids on stage tonight. Where you at, Allie? There you are. Okay. Were you Lisa?
Yeah.
Nice. Who was Gilda? Ugh. And it wasn't in the annual. I looked. So this, I have to say, is my favorite play. I have waited a long time. I put it on at another school, and it was a huge hit, but I never had so much fun as I had the first time I did it with that first super enthusiastic group of actors. Tonight, we have practiced hard. You're going to see some kids in a whole different light off the court up here, playing a role and a character, and hopefully amusing, entertaining, making you all enjoy and laugh. What else do I need to say? I wrote it down. Oh yeah, please. We don't want money for this play. This is for the community, but we would love to have your donations. When you see our set, we have to spend in set and costuming a little more money than we've had to in the past few years, so love to replenish that with whatever you can afford to give. We will have one intermission about 40 minutes in. The whole play will take an hour, maybe a little over. This is a full-length play. These guys have learned their lines. It's amazing. So without further ado, this is my original script. May I present to you The Taming of Judge Roy Bean.
Sure you don't know how to play this game, George? Not a clue. You either? No, sir. Funny somebody just coming in here and leaving like this. Ain't it? But what's to stop them, huh? I mean, things are sure dead around here lately. Probably on account of you hanging them. That's the law. I am the law. The only law west of Pecos. I hate men who deserve to hang because they broke the law. It was kind of cheating the cards. Had too much wine jams in the pocket. Said something bad about the Alamo. Woke me up in the middle of the night. Hour for us. What's that mean? I don't know. That's what the last one said just before we hung him. Why'd you hang him again? He was a lawyer. Oh, yeah. Surprised he said a lot of hanging. Say, you know what this place was like before I get here? Yes, Judge. You told me a multitude of times. You want to hear it again, though, don't you? Oh, yeah, of course. I hang on to every word. That's just great. Before I get here, this place was overrun with cutthroats, brigands, bandits, politicians. What'd you do? Well, first, we hung the politicians. Then, everything sort of just evened out. I can see that. But one thing I have taken notice of late, there's not too many new people moving into this town. Property values have decreased due to high interest rates and lack of civic improvements. That's what the real estate guy said just before he yanked his horse. I swear, Glenn, you get most of your conversation at the hanging tree. Well, no offense, Judge, and I mean that. I never intend no offense to you in any way, shape, or form. If I ever offend you, you just tell me I'll shoot myself in the woods suspense. Well, Judge, you get most of your conversation partner from who just got hung, who's been hung, who's gonna get hung. Ah, yes, Miss Lily Langtry, the toast of the American stage. She has won my undying, unrelenting love. I shall forever worship her from afar. I just thank Providence that bring in those newspapers from time to time that carry her glorious image and words. That's it. That's what we need. A woman? That ain't news, Judge. Some of the boys are looking at me for the money. No, you Nimrod. I'm talking about a story. It's about someone telling about us, about me and my exploits. Say, Look at this here novel about Buffalo Bill and his adventures.
Got us another one, Judge. Rapper and Hagen. I protest.
Come on, Judge, we've got a rope and everything. Can't you boys do nothing on your own? We're talking business over here. This thing goes on and on about how you want the West Wall single-handedly.
Judge Roy Bean.
Look, why do we have to go all the way out to that tree anyway? I mean, it's money, and I got Mom said they go to Bean Foods.
Yeah, but Judge, most of that stuff is fabrications. It don't work, they just made up. That ain't the point. It don't matter if you get sand or not. The point is, he gets his name spread all over his part of the community.
If I might have a minute of your time, get him in a chair.
So you figure something like that. Some story about you and all bring in folks. Why, sure.
I hate to bother you.
You see, not only will I have folks coming in from all parts of the country, but I have found my rightful place in history. Most of the folks that seen your work ain't seen it for long.
Do we have to tell them what we're making them?
No, we don't. You're just trying to start a fight.
I can see it all now. Why? Maybe you think after my name gets known a little bit, could it be that maybe even Miss Lily here is out? You know, hey, you boys, hold it down. This is serious.
Judge, do we have to tell them why we're hanging him? Hank says we don't, and he's full of beans.
And what's wrong with beans?
Beans! I didn't say beans, I said beans. You know, like moonbeams, sunbeams, human beans.
That's better.
May I interject a word? Shut up. We'll get to you in a minute.
No hurry.
Judge, we caught this fella, so we gotta hang him.
Cause doing what?
What do you mean?
You can't hang nobody unless he's committing a crime.
I think you do.
Because I'm Judge Roy Bean, my Western Pecos. Now, was he committing a crime? Was he committing a misdemeanor? Was he committing a tort?
You weren't that close, Judge.
You boys shoot. No, hold it. I mean the way you're behaving. You think you said something bad about the Alamo?
What's the Alamo?
Hey!
The Alamo. That's right, the Alamo.
Never heard of it, did you?
Oh, sure I did. A large building. Looks like it's been in a battle. House up to 200. Can we get on with this?
What's the hurry? You rush a hanging, and it ain't just no fun.
Plus, we ain't got anything to do when we get through.
That's right, you boys take your time.
What? We better do this legal.
Now there's an idea.
What's your name?
Butler B. Boone.
Guilty, eh?
Can I say something out of defense?
You may.
Gentlemen. Why do I feel like a pot-bellied snake?
Is that it?
No. See, I was at your local college of mine. I came in here, but he was already gone, so I left this chessboard, knowing that if he came back and saw it, he'd know I was here.
This is yours?
That's right. We were sent out here by our paper to locate the land values. We're thinking of another sort of branch office.
Then why don't you go down by the range?
I'm a little busy right
What?
now.
Wait. Did you say paper?
That's-
Like as in newspaper?
That's right, the San Antonio Gazette.
Boys, new evidence has come to light that I was not previously aware of. And I, being duly elected judge. Wait, there weren't no elections? Ain't no me, Judge. We all love you. That's right. And I, being duly elected judge, according to the local jurisprudence, habeas corpus, ipso facto, another meaningless jargon, hereby find this man innocent of all charges.
What? But there weren't any charges.
They can hang you for that. But Judge, ain't this kind of funny? Why did you laugh?
I knew it. Judge is getting soft on crack. But still tough on criminals and my red boys.
That's right. Now, you boys get out of here. I have to prepare this man into returning to society, which around here consists of mostly us. It's what they call life's rich irons.
Okay for you, Judge, but next time you want someone to see can help you.
Sticks and stones, sticks and stones.
Why nature of all of a sudden?
They're probably going out to find some sticks and stones. The loyalist doctors smell about the same, but don't have near the sense. Now, about you being a newspaper.
Oh, yeah. My paper sent along a colleague of mine to look at the land values. You must have seen him. He was a real estate agent? Uh-oh. Is something wrong?
Oh, hell, well, don't you fret none. He's looking at real estate right now.
Well, but we also sent along a lawyer.
Bad news about that one. We hung the lawyer.
Well, I wouldn't worry. We got lots more lawyers.
Good. Now, about you being a newspaper man, you must be some kind of writer.
I don't like to brag.
Well, then you better get out of Texas. Look, you see this thing here?
It's a piece of trash, just a pack of dribbles, a degenerate example of mankind.
I want you to do one of me.
You'd be a natural.
See what I told you? I want you to write my story. Here we go again. Say, you know what this place was like before I get here? Before I get here, this place was nothing.
You get here this morning?
No, I built all this.
What were you trying to do?
No, I'm talking about this society as a whole. Say, ever since I come here, folks can come and go as they please. No worry being held up.
So you don't have any bandits?
Don't need them. Hold them up as soon as they arrive. That's right. We hold court, find them, charge them, sentence them. It's what you call a one-stop shop.
But from what I can gather, you hang most of them.
And as of recent, I've seen the error of my ways.
So you're sorry for gangs?
I purely am. See, we finally figured that we hang them out right, and they can't earn no more money, which we can find them for later. It's like cutting off their nose and spiting their face. Stop doing that too.
What?
But if you write up a story like this one here, it would bring in more folks to the lovely town of Blanchard, named after my beloved Lily.
So you're telling me, if I write this book for you, you won't hang me?
That's right. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Somebody scratch mine?
Shut up.
Well, given the current circumstances, I'd be glad to write your opus valiantly proclaiming your quixotic center of the underworld.
You're talking about the folks we buried?
I'll do it.
Good. I, Judge Roy B., have stood in honor of West Texas law. I stand as a champion for the poor, unwashed, which around here is uniform of the day, and the downtrodden. Woo-wee! I ain't seen a look. Well, you all right? Hang on a minute. Yeah, can I carry something?
Oh my. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Am I correct in assuming that this is the town of Winter?
You'd be correct, and I am Judge Roy B., Law West of the Pecos. Well, you can call me anytime.
I'm going to be newly appointed biographer. What's his name here?
Good day. I'm Miss Lucy Swan, school teacher, and I've come here seeking employment.
School teacher? We don't got no schoolhouse, much less any children to invest it with.
Why don't you have a seat?
Judge, what? I thought you would pledge your life in London and love to Miss Lily. Thank you for reminding me, Mother. Judge, maybe we ought to keep her here. I'm with you so far. Now, I want to go beef with her. You grabbed me. You actually put your hands on me.
I'm just offended, Judge. I just got the uses again. Look, you want that Butler fella to write up your story, don't you?
Of course.
Well, the way I figured is the minute you take it out, he's going to hightail it out of here. And with him, that story.
I done never thought of that.
And look at him now. He's really smitten with her. You can tell it.
I see what you're saying. So, if we can find a way for that school teacher to stay,
But he will too. In fact, he'll be needing to stay. Why else?
to write my story.
So all we have to do is find a bunch of pupils for her to teach.
Well, where are we going to find any pupils?
Judge, we just can't find nothing to do, nowhere, no how, no more.
Now, a boy tried to catch the train but had already left. What is wrong with this sentence?
The boy was too slow.
No.
The train was too fast.
You must raise your hand.
But you said the train had went.
No, you must raise your hand and keep it up.
Dang! But you said the train had went.
Yes, that is what's wrong.
And the train it went.
You must raise your hand.
That's funny you said Hank can't raise his hand.
I still got it up, too.
Everyone has to raise their hands.
Oh.
That's how we're just doing this. No, put your hands down. Only raise your hand when you want to be recognized.
What, you want to start our names on our hands and then hold them up?
How was raising our hands can help the boy catch the train?
We can't. On account of it had already went.
But she don't know the fact we raise our hands.
Well, if you don't recognize us, you're sure ain't going to let us on no train.
Did we wash our faces?
Not that! Now pick up your necks.
I'm gonna get Judge for making us do this.
Oh, good. I'll hold your coat. I win. What a liar.
You take that back.
Liar, 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 liar.
Stop that right now!
Ow! Ow!
Now please return to your seats. Now, back to the question. Who knows the answer? What was the question?
You'll have to get used to us, man.
Raise your hand. What?
Oh, I get it. She can't hear us without we put our hands up.
Raise your hand.
I said, you can't hear us without
Oh, that's just dumb. I ain't dumb. I said I ain't dumb.
There's no need to yell.
Yeah, remember, she can hear you better when you raise your hand.
Oh, yeah.
He's obviously correct in saying that he's not dumb.
Yes, you did.
Am not.
Dumb is not speaking without words or names. He's not dumb. He's stupid.
That's better.
What?
I said that's better. And then I went on to be a sailor. Got on this ship. But the captain had it in his head that we was looking for this one special whale that was white all over.
I feel like I've heard this one before. Oh, this one, yeah.
Look, he's got a crush on teacher.
Young man, you mind your manners.
How's the lesson going? She can't hear you without you raising your hand, Judge.
Make a lick on my ear.
Let that be the lesson. And I think we're going to go over height. Is that your
South
little
Park.
castle? This is impossible. These men are incorrigible, inconvertible, and inept.
Yeah, they've been in just about everything.
I mean, I don't think I can teach them anything.
That comes out even better. I don't think they can learn anything.
Exactly my point. I feel as if I should turn in my resignation and leave at once.
You mean on the train? She can't. It's already went.
You don't mean that, Lisa, do you?
But, Mr. Boone, when I think of all the small minds going wanting, thirsting for knowledge in other cities around here,
That's just my point. You want thirst? These men are thirsty. You're not going to find any smaller minds than the one right here.
and our names get bigger too.
Shut up.
Can't hear you on account you raised your hand.
How about I raise your head?
I heard that. You guys hear that?
You must take these lost, foul-smelling, vastly ignorant men as your own personal challenge.
Who's for?
Who's lost? Why don't you try this foul smell?
See, they learned something.
How to be foul smelling?
They already knew that. They learned how to raise their hands.
Why, I guess they have. Lisa, there you are.
Another one? This ought to be a record for us.
But, Mr. Boone, this is my mother, Swan. Am I interrupting anything? Are you going to hang these men?
No, this is Miss Swan's class.
They've been held back a few years after
What does she mean by that?
Just think you can't be great in school.
That's a lie. We never went to school.
My mistakes. Dear, I found room for it with Miss Manila.
See, now you're all moved in. Now you have to stay.
Well, there is one thing.
You like it over at Sal's place, only her cooking leaves sort of a bad taste in your mouth.
Her first name is Sal? Wait, I think I've heard of her before. Salmonella?
Well, play your cards right, little lady, and the whole West will hear of you. That fella there is backing up our story.
I see. Well, you got to give us a chance at least.
Suppose so. Okay, take your books home and go over chapter 1.
With what?
Read it, or have someone read it to you. Leave back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I didn't know there was anything. Let's go look for it.
And then, after I was a sailor, I was a guard and worked for the government. And there was this play that the president wanted to see at Ford's Theater. I swear, everything was going fine. I bet I only was gone for 2 minutes.
I think I'm in love.
Say, what did that little lady just whisper to you?
Just did what? Oh, she was saying not only was she looking for a job wherever she may settle down, but she also wanted to find a suitor for her mother. Now, we just need to find a husband for Miss Swan.
Good Lord, if intended us to get married, you wouldn't have next best horse in the horizons.
You've been saying how lonely you were.
I didn't say homely, I said homely, and you were the one who said it.
Well, if you're lonely, you're lonely.
You got a point, Judge. He was pretty homely.
Thank you.
She'll never go for him as he is.
Well, he don't come with accessories.
Yeah, we might be able to dust him off a little, spruce him up.
Maybe even a new coat of paint, too. Things I do for the betterment of my community.
See, Judge, and I've been thinking, I could wire ahead the next couple chapters of my story, and they could put it in cereal form.
And folks will eat it for breakfast?
No, but it can get in your paper, so that folks can see that.
Sir, you are a bona fide genius. Now, let's take our soon-to-be blushing bridegroom in there and see what we can knock up.
Well, Mr. Justice Roy D., let's just see how fast you think you are.
Now, where did I leave my teacher?
Well, look at what we got here.
And who might you be?
Oh, I'm Miss Lisa Swan.
Swan? Well, that's a pretty name. Yes, ma'am, pretty name for a pretty
going on?
I'm the schoolmarm's new pupil, and we're just going over my lessons. Who are you?
Me, I'm Judge Roy Dean.
Oh, you are?
Well, good. See, if you just leave now, there won't be any trouble.
Won't be none of that, no how.
That's anyhow.
Come up in here. You see, I come here looking. What?
Yours.
You hear that? I didn't get that last part. Now, stand still, Judge, and this won't take long.
He's aiming at you.
Get the deck.
What were all those noises?
I think that's called ricocheting. Whenever it bounced off the junk on the walls, like a horseshoe or a rock. Didn't get me though. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I wonder what happened to the bullet though.
Uh-oh. There it is.
What's going on out here? I heard gunfire.
Judge, that man came in here.
He did? How did he know it was me?
Brother told that poor man it was you.
You did? You were going to take a bullet for me?
That was before I learned about the bullet part.
Dead. You sure? Pretty sure. Bury him anyway. Say, you know who this is? Was then. This was Red Rock, the most hated and reviled man along the Rio Grande. You know what else we got here? The perfect ending to the first chapter of my story. How I single-handedly took down the notorious Red Rock with just my little eagle eye, faith in the law, and guidance of Miss Lily.
And one slightly dented spittoon.
I'm telling you, this is getting out of hand. First we can't hang nobody, and then we have to order treatment, and now she wants us to clean up.
Judge ain't gonna help. Him getting his store rode up, you don't have time for nothing else.
Why is everybody freezing up? What's your reason you see them? Woman. Gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. Gilda Platt, owner and proprietor of the Lily. I represent several young and sprightly ladies who are in search of true love in this very loveless wilderness. I am what you might call a love broker and seek to put an end to all this loneliness. Have I startled you or something, or is there some local disease I should know about?
You, woman.
Yes, me, woman, me no other woman. Although I might prefer men who can, move. Everybody, take out your text and turn to page 2. Oh, hello. At last, someone from Smallball, hello, I'm Julie Platt, owner and proprietor of the Little Inn. I represent several young and sprightly ladies who are searching for true love. And you came here? Well, it has come to my attention that several of my clients have been more interested in the rugged Castle Lake, the Buckaroo, the Caballero, and real short knuckle draggers. Well, have we gone to someone with you? Although, you're usually scratching something by now. Boys.
Is she real?
Genuine flesh and blood, just like you. Well, not just like you, actually.
We ain't seen many women folks around these parts. And those we do is usually parodies or famous.
They come.
We drink a lot.
My last day was Cactus. Proud of that, aren't you?
He pushed class, but we finally talked about it on account that she was more of the outdoors type. Yeah, I want to take a drink from that toilet.
We were never that close.
You couldn't get close. Every time you did, you had to get the flyers to get the stickers out, and then.
Look, we all agree we weren't going to re-up the Cactus incident, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, just out of curiosity, how did you even find this place? Oh, I read all about it in the San Antonio Gazette.
It's here. The judge's store is here.
Hot dang!
The wives, the living leg, Gondor, living lasagna, living leg,
Just sit down and let me read this to you.
Oh, boy.
Now, detailed exploits of Judge Royce while west of the Tinker, the vast expanse of tumbleweed and sand, arises a living legend in the annals of law enforcement, Judge Royce Bean.
That's the judge, all righty.
In our great lands that are usually covered with dust on the outside, reeking of ignorance on the inside, Roy Bean is a guiding light.
That's the judge.
Wait, what's that other part about the men around here?
Said they were reeking in ignorance? What does that mean?
Yeah, I ain't seen no men like that.
That's just it. We is men like that. What else does it say?
Well, the average cowboy is dirty with season and doesn't have a sense of the cattle they are, usually caught stealing. How about we do some spelling?
Hold on, he says we're dirty cattle thieves?
And we rob
that's you.
Oh no, I feel violated.
There.
Lisa, there you are. Something I have to talk to you about. Something very serious.
There's the rattlesnake that wrote that story.
What's happening?
Welcome, this is Skillet Flat. Hello.
How do you do?
Just out here looking for husbands for clients.
Oh, so you run a sort of a Lonely Hearts Corporation?
Exactly. Skilled Illumination. I represent proud ladies who are in search of true love.
What a splendid mission.
Yeah, and she's on your newspaper, which I swear the boys there.
That explains why we're going to need you.
They've hung you before?
Yeah, but not enough.
Aren't you going to tie my hands?
Oh yeah. Where is my ticket?
It's okay.
Are you just gonna let them hang you?
Trust me, these boys are so out of practice lately. The only memory you'll be dangling are their participles.
Miller, will you stop this right now?
I'm kind of doing all I can. This isn't really an audience participation sport.
Oh, boys!
Yes, ma'am, Miss Swan.
Now, I'll tell this before. Hey, Mr. Booth, then he cannot finish the judge's book. And if the judge doesn't get his book finished, what do you think he's gonna do?
Who? Me? This won't take me.
Well,
The judge has told us on several occasions that he would be sorely vexed if we hanged, hanged,
I think either would work, having had a lot of first-hand knowledge of the subject.
if we hung Mr. Boone and he did not finish his book.
Yeah, but the day you get through with that thing, watch out.
That's what I plan on making. Judge Roy Dean. Flawless encyclopedia. You know what they say? No news is good.
I hate that joke.
are you sure you're looking for rough riders such as these?
Listen, these boys are just the thing. I'm telling you, the rustic type is the in thing now, bigger than fingernails. Jill, now you! What do you miss the most out here in the West? Hot grub?
Indian horse, those little after dinner mints. Well, you boys spent half the day chewing tobacco and sucking leftovers. Your breath can knock a buzzard off a coyote target.
Let me try again.
You better let me. Boys, this lady here says she can find women. For you.
Yeah, who we have to kill?
Oh, you cards. See, that's just the type of Wild West lingo my clients are desperate to find.
No, he was serious.
Oh, well, I better find out a little bit more about prospective stock.
Lisa, there's something I need to talk about. Something very serious.
My butler, what is it for?
I went from coast to coast. Well, I've been out of Texas and see, I haven't met anyone quite like you.
Oh, what are you doing?
From the depths of my heart and the breath of my soul, when two hearts beat as one, it's the miracle of
Now,
life.
your name? Ralph. And is that spelled P-H?
No, I never went to college.
No, that's a P-H-D. I'm talking about how it spells it. You spell Ralph with a D?
That can't be right. Miss Swan,
Yes, ma'am?
you said there's a D in Ralph.
Lisa,
Just one second. He spells it with just one L.
R-A-L-F? Yeah, my social score. And what are you looking for in a woman?
Lack of thorns.
Are you going to start that again?
Lisa, I speak to you from the depths of my heart and the breath of my soul. When two hearts beat as one, it's the miracle of a life.
Let's make this
And I
easy
believe that.
quickly.
I-
We white
I
women
believe
Who are what?
reading.
And don't think so. I just hate that.
Miss Clack, maybe I didn't.
what am I doing wrong here?
What do you mean, dear? Well, since I am teaching these men, maybe I can steal more genteel manner.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They can still maintain the rough and rowdy exterior, but will be taught to be less
Deadly.
You're gonna do what to us?
I'm gonna teach you how to act around women.
You mean make us into something we ain't already?
Oh, I don't see no need in that.
When's the last time you had a date?
Let me see. Never.
So there's room for improvement. Now, Lisa, I speak to you from the depths of my soul and the breath of my heart. When two hearts beat as one, it's the miracle of lifetime. And I believe that it's...
I don't like this.
Maybe I can get that.
Lisa, we're going to the park on the train. Is there anything I can get for you? Just one moment, Mother.
What's wrong, man?
I'll tell you what's wrong. Used to be we was free as the wind dicks, we like it and have to answer to nobody. Now look at us, taking classes in yes ma'am and no ma'am and can't hate nobody. And now we gotta learn more of this dude stuff.
You boys just pretend I'm not here.
But the judge
That's
says...
just it. Why is it always doing what the judge says?
Hey,
I'm telling you, Miss Swan, we is just what we are, like the mountains or the river. And now how to push and shove is gonna change them. They ain't gonna change us neither.
Are you coming, Goosey? Hi, fellas.
Dang, Clem, you might as well lay down in the box and throw dirt on your face.
Nice hat, though. You found out under a bed somewhere?
Clem, what did they do to you?
you boys don't pick on.
Just a second, Dookie. Well,
Wait, you might be onto something. up like this?
Exactly my point. He makes an appearance.
Right. If you went into a bank just like this, they never figured who's gonna rob you.
That is just the kind of thing I'm talking about. You guys have to stop thinking like this. Butler, what are you doing on the floor?
Oh, so you noticed I'm here? Now, look at these women you have. You say you have a catalog?
Well, we did figure out off of Buffalo.
And just what kind of cloth is that?
It's seersucker.
Yeah, Sears sold the second lot.
And he looks quite like stuff.
You got on underwear too, don't you?
I'm not gonna do it. But the judge says
That's it. You see, ma'am, we're what you might call helpers for the judge.
The notorious Judge Roy B.
That's him. And well, you see, it's sort of hard for us to act like you want, while he goes on like he does.
Actually, I see what he's saying, Hilda. We want to civilize these men. We first have to civilize the man in charge.
You mean?
Yeah, we're going to have to tame Judge Roy B.
I'd rather go back to the cactus.
It's just a matter of leading him in the right direction.
Lisa, you don't really lead the judge. You just kind of point him in a direction and he goes off.
But he listens to me.
Same way he listens to a rattlesnake when he comes upon it. It has something on him, so it has his attention at the time.
Are you comparing me to a rattlesnake?
I'm gonna wait at the station.
You take my purse with you.
And make sure to wait there till Mama Tyson gets you.
And don't go talking to strangers.
And maybe he's a good boy, maybe next you'll send me to camp.
Are you mad at me?
Oh, I don't know. You think of me as a servant?
I said no such thing.
Any such thing.
This place is starting to corrode.
Well, if you're talking about your manners, you might grow up.
That's just it. You teach the boys about their 3 R's, and I'll teach you about etiquette.
And does she have a sister? Look, we're getting off the point here. Let's just find this judge and see what we have to work with.
I'm telling you, it's not going to be that easy.
Let me worry about that. I, too, have dealt with some pretty tough individuals.
Well, we'd be plumb glad to introduce you to the judge, right, Lee?
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll be tickled to think to do just whatever your little heart desires.
You're I'm telling you, it's not going to be that easy. See, the judge has got stuff as a cop without the nutrition value.
How bad would he be?
Get out of my way! You work here. I'm out.
Sir, this lady's going to get you a little drink.
I would have nothing of the sort.
I'll get my own self.
Who might you be?
Who wants to know?
He does.
You do? Only if you carry a part of that information in your information.
Why? What?
I don't care.
See that you know?
Clem, why don't you do something? Take this rascal in hand.
I'm supposed to bludgeon him into submission with this.
Who are you?
Nobody that should draw your attention or cause you to draw anything else.
That's what I thought.
See here, I think you should be made aware you're standing in front of the Judge Roy B.
Lisa, I don't recall him asking directions, and I certainly don't want to tell him where to go.
Say you got a little fire in you, little lady.
Well, who are you anyway?
Don't see her and saying, you see, my brother came in here a while back, and the way I get it, this judge beat him in.
Oh,
That's right. Got in this newspaper here. Got it when I robbed the San Antonio stage line.
Oh, that's your arm.
So, you're saying the judge shot your older brother,
That's right. My older brother, Red Rock.
and you're his little brother,
That's right.
and your name is
Little.
your Little Rock?
Right, catchy, ain't it? Mama was big on geography. I don't want to talk about it.
You choose whatever subject you want.
Now listen up. I've been hunting almost every county in the West. I lost track of how many men I shoot or how many banks I rob. So you might figure I ain't got time for a lot of palaver. Now I look on it this way. If I'm standing in the judge's courtroom, then one of you has to be the judge.
And what if one of us is?
And I'm going to shoot you into so many pieces the buzzers aren't going to find enough of you to get stuck in their teeth.
Buzzards don't have to.
You want to find that out up close? Now, which one of you is the judge?
Just a second, please.
I hate when they have meetings without me.
What's going on there?
You ain't gonna leave till you shoot nobody. Is that the hand he was dealing?
I thought I made myself clear.
Just checking.
Excuse me.
What?
Are you married?
Sorry, she's there right now.
Come on, I ain't got all day.
We figured and you'd come up with an answer.
Well,
He's the judge.
Again?
that's what I figured. Now, I ain't aiming to shoot no ladies.
I got a sister myself.
So, if you just follow me on out here and I'll blow your brains out.
It's not exactly an endorsement.
Get out here and come back in here.
Wow, for a second there when he first came in, I thought he was Judge Roy B.
Hey, watch where you're going now.
What are you going to do about it?
Do you see that? That fella there stepped scratches on my boot.
Now that's Judge Roy Bean.
Tell me that I need to change my ways, will they? Tell me that I ain't civilized. Tell me that I need to stop shooting people. I am the law, the provider of justice.
Justice is blind. Probably on account of you blew its eyes out.
Now, don't you start with me.
Point of fact, Judge. All those people out here are here because of you. You just had to get that story wrote up.
Yeah, so?
So, they got you, Judge. Right from the biographies. Every one of them. Name somebody, they got something on you. You, me.
How do you figure?
Look, you don't start acting beauty now. Hank and the boys says they'll leave town. They leave town. Miss Swan ain't got no students, so she leaves town. She leaves town. Mother leaves town. With them, a great story.
I see what you're saying, but prune it a little bit.
Well, Miss Swan won't leave town without Penelope. Penelope won't leave town on account of yours truly. I don't know if your fat out is fire.
You leave my fat out of this. So, I don't need Hank and the boys then?
No, you do, because without landing that noble lady ain't gonna bring in the ladies. Then where's this town gonna be? Your story may bring in folks, but ain't none of them gonna stay without they see other folks.
So I don't need that school teach then?
No, you do, on account she's teaching the boys how not to use their fingers for grabbing and toes for digging.
And I need that Butler fellow to write up my story, and you to make sure that school teach don't bolt in the night. Oh no!
That's right. Face it, Judge. No matter how you come to it, you've done become a politician.
No! 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 No!
How is he?
Sold his own.
Is he gonna be okay?
Hard to say. Ambushed as he was by all those banners and society all out on him once, he's lost a lot of dignity.
May I talk with him?
All right, we'll make it quick. He's not as strong as he was.
Hey, Judge, it's me. But Butler. Hey, how are you feeling?
Oh, me? I'm just managing to hang on, you know?
I know. You're gonna be okay though.
You think?
Sure. Why a couple weeks, you'll be right back to your old self.
But you don't want my old self back, do you?
He's better.
Here I bring you in and give you the tale of a lifetime. Even fix it so you meet the love of your life. And this is how you folks praise me? By telling me I ain't doing enough? Telling me that I need to stop shooting people? And just what is the big idea with soap anyways?
Judge, that was just a suggestion.
You stay out of this, Clementine.
See, Judge, we were just trying to smooth over some of your rough edges.
Yeah? And you know what happens when you do that with a straight razor? It ain't worth nothing afterwards.
Judge, you never used one anyway.
Oh, listen to him. Acting like he's never played poker with me before.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
I'll have no part of it. You hear me?
But Judge,
You folks just stay away from me.
And he won't either.
I think he will. But he's gotta have some stake in it.
What? All you got on him is that story, and it sounds to me like he's about ready to shut back.
We need something bigger. But what?
How clear?
We have squelched the uprising for the moment.
He really is a firebrand, isn't he?
You ought to see him when he gets mad.
Are you alright, huh?
What?
Just thinking something.
But you seem no worse for the wear.
Intact and breathing.
No, I think I might have the key.
What?
Well, you know the saying, clothes makes a man. What if we redecorated this room?
What?
Yeah, sure. Put some tablecloths and flower vases.
Fluted faces would be just the thing.
Exactly. And take down all these water filters. So depressing.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Dear help, yes, ma'am.
Ladies, I don't know if this is the right avenue to take.
Maybe you're right. We might need to keep that atmosphere. Think of the tourist train. But let's at least take down all these girly pictures.
Not Miss Lily.
This is just the sort of thing that needs to go.
You don't know what you're doing.
Miss Platt, you can't just take that.
How could a man mope in peace when all this ruckus? Hey! What do you think you're doing with Miss Lily?
I'm taking her down.
Yeah? How about I take you down?
Judge, you can't.
Yeah? Why not?
Because we're doing this for a reason, to help you out.
Yeah? How about I help you out? How'd you come in? The last person that time I got him is now back to petunias.
Sorry, Judge. She was just taking
what?
To get it signed.
Huh? Signed by Miss Lily?
Sure. Herself? Sure.
That's right, Judge, and I so happen to know that Miss Lily prefers a gentleman.
Well, that's true.
You should know this better than anyone, Judge. See, why would a lady of her delicacy and refinement put up with all the shootings and hangings and, well, you in general?
I done never thought of that. And if you know her, then you can get her to come here, right?
Of course you can. See, and when she gets here, she'll meet not only the man that brought law and order to West Texas, but also the man known as the gentleman judge.
The gentleman judge. It does have a ring to it.
Kind of like the one through my nose.
What was that, dear?
Nothing, my little Dr. Rob.
See, by the time she gets here, she'll be more polished than a river boasted to.
I guess.
I'll help you. It'll be easy. All you have to do is throw in a few pleases, thank yous, and that when you don't know what else to do.
I suppose.
So you'll help the judge?
I'll do all the hard parts. All you gotta do is get Miss Lily Langtree to come here.
Boy, there's a lot off my mind.
You know how they say some dogs can tell when an earthquake is coming?
Yeah.
I think I know that feeling.
Everybody, now let's behave, shall we? The men are on their way. We all want to make a good impression, right? So form a reception line. Very nice, very nice. I think this is going to go great. But before we start, let's make sure everything is straight. Are there any questions? What about you in the bathroom?
You didn't raise your hand. She can't hear you unless you raise your hand.
I'm standing right here. And you learned no good manners yet? You mean he has to do that even without regular clothes?
What do you want to know about you and tobacco?
Well, right or not. Remember, 3 women make 3 men. You think that, Chloe? You think they don't like us? Oh, make to order. Well, I should stop scratching here. Sorry. I was just saying, I didn't think you'd ever find 3 men to take us on. It was not easy. You take that from me.
Excuse me, Mom, too late.
Who are you?
Name's Pliny, and I heard you was looking for men for ladies, and I want to put in with some of that.
Oh, well, sure. Join the group. I guess we'll find a place for you. Right, ladies? Girls? This is getting scary. We may begin to show our education now. Let's introduce yourselves.
Pleased to meet, so pleased in having,
How are you? In one ear and out the other. Who are you?
you know who I is.
Raise your hand.
Don't you start up again. Never mind. Connie, this is Jenny, Chloe, and Daphne.
Daphne? Is that with the PH?
No, with the F.
I ain't never.
Why does this sound so familiar?
You'll vouch for ladies. How do you treat these owls anyway?
Never mind that. How's the judge?
Pretty spruced up, but I don't know how long it's gonna last.
I'll tell you how long it's going to last just until he finds out that Lily Langtree will not be putting in an appearance here this afternoon.
We're just gonna have to stall for as long as we can. You see, wait, I thought you said there is only 3 of them.
Yeah, the last one showed up. I guess she saw my advertisement. But you know what they say, better to have more women than have to engage you with the cactus.
Don't you see, the 4th one, she's the one. What? Don't you see? The odd girl to be our Lily Langtree.
But they're all odd.
He's only seen her picture, hasn't he? And it's pretty old, isn't it?
He never arrived.
Isn't he cute? He's like the poodle I never had.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a voodoo doll she never had.
Shut up, Sugar.
Yes, my little nutcracker.
Well, you know, law man. Well, you have to worry about that. Crammed in as much teaching as I could to you. It's anybody's guess how much of this stuff.
And if he gets near the boys, usually sticks.
Lisa, we need your help. We need a Lily Langtree.
What?
Have any of your girls done any acting?
Are you kidding? They're acting right now. See, they're wearing shoes and makeup and standing upright. You, new girl, classic. How would you like to meet Judge Roy Bean?
Meet the famous Judge Roy Bean. The same Judge Roy Bean who's law west of the Pecos, the living legend, the man who tamed
kills off a deer without even being in the same room.
That's him. Now all you're gonna have to do is a little bit of play acting. You're gonna pretend to be Miss Lily Langtree.
Are you out of your mind?
It won't be that hard. Take her over to your place, put a feather in her hat, put on some war paint.
This will never work. He'll see through this in one day.
It'll only be for one day. Then we'll make up some excuse for her to leave.
Brother, I don't think.
Go on. Hang on, boys. The ladies are almost ready.
Are the men ready?
Well, they're breathing heavy.
Ladies, girls, yeah, you, never mind. Let's start introductions. Introducing Henry. Introducing Miss Jenny.
Neat to please you. I mean, pleased to meet you.
The honor is all mine. What lovely weather we are having.
No casualties so far.
Introducing Peter. Ah. Introducing Miss Chloe.
Something about you? Oh, it is my pleasure and
Privilege.
privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope that during your stay, I can make you
No!
be of use to you.
That's right.
This is so romantic. Doesn't it remind you of something?
Yeah, the time I went to the Wax Museum in El Paso.
Last but certainly not least, Debussy. Debussy.
Easy, will you please clear the debris off your face?
Introducing Miss Daphne. No! Come on. Do not use strong soap when washing or very hot iron when pressing.
What?
That's what you wrote down for me to say.
What I wrote for you was on the other side. Those were the directions for the suit.
Oh, you mean the soup gets directions just like we do?
Just read it.
I do hope that your jockey's journey was pleasant.
Pleasant.
A pleasant one, I may be swallowed,
Allowed.
allowed to landfill,
Buffville.
your ivory dish.
Every wish. You know her journey was pleasant. We may be able to fulfill her every wish.
Not if she uses very hot iron, I don't.
I am at disposal.
At your.
I am at your disposal. Oh, this is so, well, it just gets me whenever I see it.
I get the same way on that chili.
But they're not doing anything.
You better count your blessings. Every time the boys get together, one of them usually has a dead animal to show off.
No. This will not do. Attention. We all know why we're here, right? To get acquainted. And what's the best way to get acquainted?
Without using pistols or ropes.
And not resorting to any conversations about family diseases.
Wait, that's real what you're coming handy about now.
May I suggest something?
As long as it doesn't include facial hair or fire.
Well, how about a parlor game of some sort?
See, that's just the thing. What game shall we play?
What about pin the tail on the donkey?
What about shoot the tail off the donkey? What about changing the brand on the donkey?
What about donkey in the straw?
That's turkey and the straw.
We don't have turkey.
You know what a donkey? It doesn't have to include livestock.
Oh. What about having them dance?
It's a little hard to get the boys to dance without actually shooting at their feet.
Okay, where is she? You said the fair lily would be here by.
Would you look? Oh, I never.
But Judge, you're so pretty.
Yes, sir. I can hose off right good when I want to. And I take these are your ladies in waiting.
Some of us have been waiting longer than others.
She's sarcastic. Is that something of a law says to how to proceed? I think what's needed is someone to lead the way to keep the ground, so to speak.
I see what you're saying. You need to call it for your square dance.
Exactly, Judge. And we are looking to you for your guidance. After all, this is your court.
So it is.
Yeah, Judge, what do we do? I mean, without we just club that.
I guess I'll have to show you. Go on, sit down. Now, one thing you should know when dealing with the fairer sex, that's women. It is a man's job to make his guests feel welcome, comfortable, and needed.
You're as welcome as lard on a sweaty horse.
Do you know how to get rid of a rash?
Sit down! You said Square Lily would be here by now.
See, Judge, she's just got to. Judge, I'd like to take the honor of introducing you to the toast of the American stage, the Jersey Lily, Miss Lily Langtry.
Miss Lily!
Hello.
I am speechless with awe. I have seen the prairie sunset, but it is not compared to the blush of your face. I have partaken of the deep blue gold waters, but it is not compared to the tint in your eye. I have felt the grandeur of the great Palo Duro Canyon, but it pales in the presence of your majesty. You get that? You Nimrods!
I thank you most kindly, Judge.
And whenever you are facing a lady, you bow. You know, you don't rip nothing.
So you're the famous Judge Roy Bean, of whose exploits of late have been brought out in the newspapers, where I have privilege.
You do me more than justice, and indeed flatter me.
Wow, he's totally wonderful. You did an excellent job.
Thank you. Hard thing to take his gun off.
How about a bill? I mean refreshment. Would you care for a
Why,
beverage?
sure, Judge. It is indeed dry around this vicinity, and I would dear love to wet my whistle.
I hope this particular brand of rock good, I mean beverage, is not too abrasive for your culture gold.
I'm sure it will suit as well as satisfy. Such a concoction could melt the shoes off a horse were it to be the animals who but waited it.
You say you have read my adventures?
Why, yes, your account of ridding the Western outlaws is quite thrilling.
Well, in the face of such beauty and honesty, I fear I must come clean with you.
Uh-oh, sounds like another bat.
Shit.
Well, that part about me dispatching Lamprock, well, it didn't really happen that way. In fact, I wasn't even there.
How did this event occur?
That's what you might call a poetic license, man. See, he came in here and fired off a shot at me and Miss Lisa there.
At you?
Yes, fortunately, it ricocheted off a brass receptacle. We found it on the floor before it shoot us. It went back over the outlaw fire.
Well, so he was making by split him?
Exactly. And then, when his little brother came around, well,
You did finish him off, didn't you?
But that's true enough, but only after the second scandal about a gun down the street. Anyone who stood in his way.
I see. So, they brought it upon themselves?
yes, I can see you understand the principle.
Well, we are that little falsehoods from time to time. As the great Arthur said, all the world's a stagecoach.
Should have stopped while you were ahead. See, Judge, now that you've met the fair Lily, you have to appreciate that she has to depart now.
Oh, so soon?
I have many pressing engagements.
But you has just arrived.
Now, Judge, you cannot be selfish with her time. She has other dignitaries to visit in the area.
That's right. I have other dromedary to visit the area.
But before you leave, could I get your autograph? That's how all this started, remember?
Why, sure, Judge. You got a pen?
I'll get it. I want you to sign right here, right next to my story. Right here where it says that Miss Lily Langtry is on a 6-month tour in Europe.
Oh, sure thing, Judge. How to spell late? Oh, I can explain that, Judge.
That's just about what I thought.
See, Judge, it's like this. She's taking a roundabout way to Europe.
Through Texas?
Yeah, instead of going by boat, she's going by Pony Express, and they have other deliveries first.
Wait, she ain't Lily Langtree?
No, she ain't Lily Langtree. I've been made a dupe in my own courtroom. I've been lied to and advantage of, taken advantage of.
You do it all the time, Judge.
Not to myself.
Well, it's your turn.
I see. I get it. All of you was in on it. After all I've done for you, what?
Judge, I can honestly say I have no clue what's going on.
Oh, like that news. Why don't you put it in the paper here?
Well, that went well. I think I will. Does this mean the party's over?
That was a party. The last party's supposed to throw back a bunch of drinks, whoop and holler, and fire up.
Get out of my way. All you over there so I can fall down.
I know, we have to start charging a cover fee to get in here.
There, that's better. I heard this is tough town. Now, which one of you is judge?
No fair. I was the judge last 2 times.
Don't see her saying name's Flint. Now, which one of you is the judge? Now, which one of you is a lily livered, no count back shooting Judge Roy D?
Somebody call me.
I didn't judge.
Oh, not again. What is this, like a franchise or something? You the area representative for Scum of the West?
I bet I can fix them up.
You really do have some desperate women, don't you?
Now, easy as you please, get your hands up, Judge.
Yeah. Just what do you think you're gonna do next?
You and me's gonna have a gunfight as of a week.
But I ain't carrying no gun.
Why, thank you, Judge. You really are a competent, ain't you?
Wait, you're just gonna gun him down in cold blood?
Look, I'm just gonna gun him down. What is blood temperature even concerned about?
Wait, it's just me you want. Is that right?
You got it, right on the nail, Dan.
But what about all these others?
Yeah, what about all of us?
Oh, I had seen this before.
You want I should just shoot you and leave the rest alone.
Shoot? Nah. I want you to shoot him, and him.
Now, stand just like that, Judge. You got any last words before I plug you?
Oh, I see. You want me to beg for mercy just right before I die.
Just a little, Judge. Sure would make plugging you a whole lot easier. Help with the fun back at your funeral.
You will take no privilege from my execution. I will die as I have lived. I just want everybody here to know that I have been made vulnerable of my desires to be civilized. I have become genteel, and as such am now rotten on the mortician's show. As a scoundrel I thrive, but only now do I die as a gentleman.
Judge,
What?
you're facing Lee.
Yeah?
So what do you do when you face Lee?
Oh, well, I bow.
Yes, look. Thank you, Bonnie, and I think I speak for the whole group.
You do. Bonnie, that's your real name?
She got a twice right county, Judge.
Must have been another one of them Rock brothers.
He did say his name was Flint, so that would match.
Oh, Henry, you were so brave.
And you, Peter, and you, if you say,
But we didn't do nothing.
well, beggars can't be choosers.
He won't know Rock brother. There's only 2 brothers and a sister, and I am that sister. And my real name is Flint.
I ain't gonna say it.
So you came here to kill the judge?
I did. But then I learned how they brought it upon themselves, and now they're sort of an embarrassment to the family, and that sort of thing.
Thank you, little lady. Besides, you couldn't shoot all of us.
Well, there was that too.
Wait, but if he was another one of the Rock brothers, then who was he?
I don't know. Said his name was Flint.
Oh, I know who that is. That was one of the Michigan brothers.
That means there's others?
Why, sure, there's Detroit, Grand Rapids, and Kalamazoo.
See, Judge, I could write it in the next couple chapters. See, I could set up a publishing house right here.
Yeah, and their families will come bringing their children and looking for work. And we can start a PTA and church groups, and we can all pitch in and help the judge.
And we don't know nothing about gunslinger. What if they all come together for a game?
Shut up. And with all the new deputies, we'll be able to bring on 50 crewmen.
But if more outlaws is coming,
Then you'll be able to.
See, then I can put out the newspaper, and I can publish some books on the side.
And I can open up my own hair salon and interior decorating office.
We can fancy this place real nice. Some curtains, maybe big throw pillars.
But honeybee, I don't think.
You know, this whole being civilized ain't all cracked up to me.
got started. I sort of lost track. But I think we brought it upon ourselves. We had to, remember? The crowd didn't play. Clem. You ought to write that down somewhere. Yes, sir, Judge, I do believe it's all come to this. The end of an era. And we sure made a big one.